Steve, Alabama is in a battle for a five-star prospect. I'm talking Xavier Griffin. Once we thought, well, at least I thought, you probably didn't think this, but I thought Xavier Griffin was basically a slam dunk for Alabama, but then he visited Ohio State. So Xavier Griffin is going to be in Tuscaloosa this weekend, but how are you seeing this recruitment right now?
Well, my on three RPMs on Alabama, but in this new modern recruiting era, nobody is really a slam dunk to any program. And even when I put in the pick for the Crimson Tide, the Texas Longhorns lurk. And I think that they are very much in the mix. And Xavier Griffin's got a chance to be one of the highest dollar guys in this class on defense with what I'm hearing on the trail. But I think Alabama's in this mix, and I think that he is an important target for them and what they're trying to do defensively. He's got family in Tuscaloosa, great relationships with the program, has always had an eye on Alabama even before his process started. And the staff's done a good job recruiting them, and they're getting them on campus for an official visit. And they're going to have to continue to show them why it's a great place on the field. Christian Robinson leading the charge. And then they're going to have to be competitive off the field. This is a modern recruitment for sure. Ohio State had him on campus this past weekend. He talked with Chad Simmons about that. The Buckeyes, that trip in time in Columbus certainly resonated. He's always loved Alabama. It's going to be a great weekend. And then Texas still lurks. So it's going to be a battle. I like where Alabama stands. If they're going to finish with the number one class this cycle, which they could, they're at number 7 right now. They need Xavier Griffin to get there, and I think they have a shot to land him. They just got to stay the course and be ready to battle from an old school recruiting standpoint and a new school recruiting standpoint.
All right. Now, we got more big names on campus. You got Caden Prothro, Jair Edwards, Kamari Brooks, even more than that. But who do you think Alabama fans need to be focused on this weekend?
Well, Jair Edwards, you're obviously trying to move the needle there. There's some other programs that probably look like they're in better position coming in. Same with Caden Prothro. Georgia is the program setting the bar for him, but he's got an eye on Alabama, Auburn, Texas, Florida, to name a few. Kamari Brooks, Alabama's in the top 2. I'd maybe give the edge to Georgia right now. Not maybe I would give the edge to Georgia right now, but Christian Robinson, I believe he went to that high school, has great ties to Kamari Brooks and that program. One name that you really want to keep an eye on this weekend is 4-star offensive lineman Samuelo Utu. My on-3 RPM is on Washington. I wouldn't be surprised if it's on the Crimson Tide coming out of the weekend. And then Alabama's quarterback search in this cycle continues. Last year, Coach DeBoer, Coach Sheridan, they flipped Keelan Russell from SMU. They're out there looking to flip Jet Tamala from Iowa State. He was at Alabama last weekend on an unofficial. He's on an official this weekend at Ames with Matt Campbell and the Cyclones. Meanwhile, Matt Ponatowski from Cincinnati Moeller, on 300 quarterback, Alabama also recently offered. He's taking his official visit with the Crimson Tide. He's the Ohio State Gatorade Player of the Year in both football and baseball. He's going to play both on the next level. And things are picking up fast with Alabama. Kentucky's always been one of the favorites. Arkansas has challenged Kentucky. And then coming on late, you have Alabama and Oregon. He said Alabama this weekend. He's in Oregon in 2 weekends after that. He's playing both sports in college. Both your programs have to recruit the hell out of them. And we'll see what happens after these visits. We'll see what happens with Jet Tamala.